Alright guys, welcome to the Sigma Combo Fundamentals video. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to combo with Sigma and how his combo structure works. I'm also gonna show you what specials kind of work well together, what you can do off supers, and other things like that. The first thing that Sigma has is his command normal, his taser face command normal, which is forward heavy punch. This causes a hard knockdown in which you can pick up off of. So this is really good. This is a really good command for combos, and also in neutral if you are in a block string. Let me just set that to block real quick, and I'll show you. Here's right. It's super good. Let's set that to push block. He doesn't get push block, so it's really good for pressure. So here we have a taser face confirmed, and then you can kind of start your combo from there. So what that is you're doing a forward heavy punch into your arc divide with heavy kick. Because your heavy kick is the lower arc divide that goes far away. So that's how you're gonna pick up afterwards. That's how you want to pick up. A good starter is to do taser face and the arc divide into straight divide heavy version. And then you can kind of start a combo from there. All the combos I'm going to show you, they're not going to start with this, and you really don't want to start your combo with that because you lose out on a ton of damage. So let me just show you a example of losing out on a ton of damage. So you see, I hit about 6k with a light punch confirm, a single light punch confirm, and now I'll do a combo with a jumping heavy punch confirm to see how much more damage we get here. You notice we get 500 extra damage off of forward heavy or off a heavy punch confirm. So 500 damage is a lot, you know. So you definitely want to start combos with your jumping heavy punch or even your jumping heavy kick. I think that should work too. Point is, you don't want to start your combos with the light. Let's go over his supers. Is that his Doom Buster creates an OTG OK state. So what that means is you can pick up after. Pick up after.
Try and run! Maximum! Try and run! No mercy! Maximum!
See, you saw there, I used my OTG so I wasn't able to pick up, and then when I didn't use my OTG, I was able to pick up after it. So Sigma has two command grabs, his light, which puts him really far away and Sigma cannot convert solo, and he has his heavy version, which causes a ground bounce, and also throws him behind, so if you're in a corner you can put them in the corner, so that's pretty good. Sigma's options after the heavy command grab are fairly limited. Next up, since we're on the topic of grabs, Sigma has a very good reset property using his taser face command normal. So this causes some really good tech situations that you can take advantage of to go for some resets. If you tech forward, you get that. If you do up, just up, or up diagonal forward.
No escape! No escape! No
you get that little bounce. Let's try up next.
No escape! No escape!
Up back.
Like that! Like that!
And back.
No escape! Like that!
See how they recover really close to the ground there? And then you got your downs, which is going to be just as similar. And if they recover really low, you can go for a grab. And I'll show you an example of that right now.
No escape! No escape! No suffer!
Just like that. And you can tack on an extra 2,000 damage. So the rule of thumb for getting that reset is to use your OTG and then use your Chaser Phase. And then you'll get that instant aerial recovery that they get forced into. So that's useful to know for applying more pressure, going for mix-ups, and other things like that. Alright, the next thing I want to go over, that we should go over, is Sigma's straight divides. So he has two versions. You got the light, and then you have your heavy, and then you have your aerial light. You have your aerial heavy. So the heavy always goes straight, and then the light, if you're grounded, goes up, and if you're in the air, it will go down. So one thing to know about Sigma's straight divide is that you can actually do two of them in the air. However, you can only do two of them in the air is if you start with a low straight divide from the ground. So here's an example. And you get two. You can also do the light into heavy, like that. So you cannot do two heavies in the air. See, you can see that I pressed it again, but it doesn't come out. So you cannot get two straight divides if the starter is a heavy in the air. Also, same thing works with light because you're going towards the ground, so you can't really do another one, and you can't do a heavy like really close to the ground either, so that doesn't work. So you can only get two straight divides. Is the only way to get two straight divides in the air is if you start with your straight divide on the floor. I guess that kind of makes sense because you're not actually using your straight divide twice in the air since you're starting it on the ground, so you're really only using straight divide once in the air. So I talked about how you don't want to start your combos with light punch. What you want to do is go for your heavy punch or your light kick because you're going for high-low mix-ups to start your combos. So that's generally how you're going to start your combos, is with your heavy punch or your light kick. But you also want to learn how to hit confirm with other of Sigma's moves, like his Taser Face, for example. So when you're coming up with combos, don't start your combos with light punch because you will probably rarely be using that. So you want to start it with your jumping heavy punch, your low, your light kick, your down light kick, your Taser Face, and then also some of his specials. So you want to try to find some combos that confirm with his arc divide specials or his straight divide hits, because his straight divide does have armor on it, so that's really good. So let's try, let's show off his armor. And there you go, look at that, he goes through both. So he has tons of armor on his moves. So you definitely want to figure out how to start your combos with those specials, because that's what you'll be throwing out when you're playing neutral. Let's try his low. Yep, and he just eats through that. But, you know, they're far away, so you're probably not going to hit them with it. If they do it in the air, which a lot of people do, then your low arc divide is definitely how you want to try to start your combos with. So, let's get started with some, you know, some basic mid-screen combos, corner combos, and full-screen combos.
Return to extinction! Face stone! No escape! Take that! Archivai! Not done yet! Take that! I'll obliterate you! Doombuster! Fight! Face stone! Take that! No escape! No escape! No Archivai! Trembling terror! Disappear! Maximum! Fight! Face stone! No! Not done yet! Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! I'll get your life! More for your alchemy, please! Return to extinction! Fight! Face stone! No escape! Take that! Take that! No! Trembling terror! Disappear! Stone! Archivai! Not done yet! Take that! Take that! No mercy! I'll obliterate you! Doombuster! I'll eat your life! More for your alchemy, please! Return to extinction! Archivai! No escape! Take that! Archivai! Take that! I'll eat your life! More for your alchemy, please! Disappear! Fight! Face stone! Archivai! No escape! No escape! No mercy! Take that! Archivai! I'll eat your life! More